Hello, parents. My name is Meuer. This is World History, the 2020 Remote Learning Edition. Briefly, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the class that your son or daughter is enrolled in this year, and a little bit about me as well. Best way to contact me is via email, wmeyer@lths.net. I've got that on the course Canvas page, as well as on the screen here in this video. My wife and I are residents in the district, along with our two kids who are also residents in the district. Our son is attending 8th grade at Gurry Middle School, and our daughter is now entered the 5th grade at 7th Avenue School. So in addition to wearing the teacher hat, I'm also wearing the parent hat and trying to navigate remote learning along with uh, everyone else at this point in time. Besides world history, I'm also teaching a section of human geography, and I'm also sponsoring the South Campus Recycling Club. Information about the class can be found on the LT Canvas page for world history, links for objectives, activities, lessons, assignments, textbook. If a student does not have the textbook, a copy can be obtained from the South Campus bookstore. As far as supplies go, the big thing I've asked students to have is just a spiral notebook for taking notes as well as keeping track of student discussions this semester. Canvas has the links for Zoom for the daily class virtual gatherings, and I've arranged it where the most recent material is at the top of the Canvas page for people to keep track of what's happening as far as assignments and tests go. As far as units of study, this is also posted on the course syllabus, also located on Canvas. But first semester, besides looking at the study of history, we're looking at ancient civilizations, including world religions, along with study of governments, ancient Greece, ancient Rome. And we really try to make connections with the present in the projects and presentations and the discussions that we will carry out this semester. Second semester, a lot of emphasis on political revolutions, from the French Revolution to revolutions in the Americas and Asia as well, and more emphasis on, continued emphasis rather on skills, the reading, the writing claim statements, making arguments, verifying the accuracy of sources and so forth. As far as the Zoom classroom, we talked in the early days as far as what works best is when everyone first enters the Zoom to be muted. But then I strongly encourage the students to have their video on. It makes learning names and establishing those social connections so much easier, as well as when students are in breakout rooms and placed into project teams, to be able to see each other, to communicate with each other is just so essential to the success of the class. Encouraging everybody to be patient with tech issues, especially with me, and then just to treat others how you want to be treated as far as a respectful atmosphere. Couple examples of things we've tackled early on as school has gotten underway. We've talked about, from a social emotional learning perspective, what it means to be resilient and how what are some of the tools that individuals can look for in trying to become more resilient to handle the difficult and challenging times that we're faced with right now. The reading emphasizes helpful tools for resilience, as well as some not so helpful ones in terms of being able to distinguish between the two sets. And it was a discussion for the opening days as we were getting to know each other, and we'll continue to get to know each other. One other example of a small, I won't even call it a project, I would call it more of an icebreaker, that we are attempting in week 2 is each student is setting up a slide or two in their Google Drive and dedicated towards outlining what a museum about themselves would look like, picking out 5 things about their individual life that they would be comfortable sharing with their classmates. And again, it's to learn the technology to continue to establish social connections and enable them to practice, turning on their video, unmuting themselves, and being more comfortable with communicating with their classmates. This is a sample slide that I used where I got mostly pictures, not so much text, but then I would speak to, the different people in my museum and what role they played in my life type of thing. If there are questions on throughout the semester, please email me. I look forward to meeting you at some point, and thank you for watching.